Hi everyone, it's Nancy here and I'm back with another process video for you, and this is a result from a challenge from Robin, who is Robin's Nursing Journey here on YouTube. I mentioned in a video that I was going to have to look for another box to put my die cuts in, so she challenged me even, to make a layout using just all the bits from that die cut box. So I pulled out a piece of paper from the Alison Craft recorded collection, and I've just got a square photo there, and I'm going to try and use all my die cuts up. So I've taken out this Crafters Workshop. I think I got it stamped in a previous video, but it's a stencil, and I'm just using a piece of foam there to go through those. And I really love this, and I completely forgot I had it till I saw it in someone's video the other day. So I really love that, and I'm just using the walnut stain ink, and I know I'm going to cluster in that bottom corner there, so that's why I'm just adding those in. And then I'm going to add another cluster up to that top corner as well. So I have realised I've kind of bent bits of this because it is quite fragile. But I'm really happy with how that looks. I'm then going to pull out my stamp set, and it's the Grunge from Stampin' Up, and I'd admired several people using this, and then eventually bought it myself. So I've just picked out the large sort of splatter and then the small dots, and I say the small one actually looks like mist, so I've got an idea to use that with some Versamark and maybe do some embossing with that. So that's something I've got as an idea. Here I am stamping using the Archiver's coffee coloured ink, and as I say, I'm really happy with how that looks. Here I am just using the worn lipstick, and you really can't see it that much on the camera, but it is very delicate and sort of just adds like a mist effect. I'm really happy with how those looked, and I definitely think I'll be using those stamps more. So I'm just putting some gold into these as well, and then I'm going to add some of the Crafty Notions Rain Beetle, which is the one that dries a lovely coppery colour as well. So that is my layout, and I'm really happy with how that looks. While that's drying, I'm just going to put my photo up on some 3D foam. I'm kind of getting a bit low, and this is kind of really cheap 3D foam, which is not actually that great. So I'm just taking a variety of these little squares bits here and adding them onto the background, because I know eventually I'm going to mount that photo up. So I'm really happy with how everything's positioned there. And this bit is really long, and I probably should have cut it out, so I do apologise. I'm literally going through everything I've got in my die cut box, which I say is what Robin challenged me to use. And to start with, I'm going through on colour alone, and I want to go with kind of corals and browns from this, so I'm just going through and picking the appropriate bits out. You'll see that I've got such a mixture in here. I've got die cuts that I've done, I've got bought die cuts, I've got die cuts that come in kits, I've got leftover cut apart sheets, I've got vellum stickers, I've got acetate, so I've got a real mix in here. I've also got some canvas tabs as well, and there's a few Project Life cards which have got in here as well. Smashbook cards, so there's a real mixture in here, so I knew that actually I would probably have enough from here to make up a sort of background for my layout. And I didn't say use any pattern paper, I believe, other than the background. So, excuse me, I'm yawning. I don't know what it is with these YouTube videos. I literally sit down to narrate. It can be the morning, it can be afternoon, it can be evening, and I yawn. Maybe it's something to do with oxygen intake, who knows. So yes, I've just sorted out all my stuff here, and now I'm kind of re-going through it sorting it in sort of big, medium, and sort of small bits, elements, and looking at how I can use these on the layout. And then some of them I do put back in the box because I don't think they're really going to work. So I take this large element, which is a tag that I cut using the Tim Holtz big tag die. So I've taken my large elements first. I know that I want to split that sort of pink up over 2 different places. So here you're literally just going to see me clustering layers up. I decide to stick things down quite quickly because you know, I haven't got too much really to play with. So yeah, just trying to get it stuck down. I must admit this layout took me about an hour and 20 minutes, which is quite a long time for my layouts, but I was watching 24 and it was Sunday morning, so I was a little bit chilled out, and you know, I really tried to work with what I had, and not kind of go into anything else. So you know, that had its limitations. So that did cause me, you know, to take a bit longer than I normally would. But I absolutely love this layout. So I'm really happy that I kind of persevered with this, and thank you very much, Robin, for the idea. So as you can see, because I've only got sort of small bits, that I am cutting bits in half and you know, splitting it up over the layout. Just trying to decide out where I'm going to put my cluster. I actually decided I'm going to put that top cluster to the side, which originally wasn't my plan, but I really like how that looks. So I'm just, I might say my photo isn't stuck down, so I'm just putting that in place and working out where to put everything. So say some of these bits are from cut apart sheets, like that Happy Day is from a crepe paper cut apart sheet. I'm then pulling out some of this washi, and this is from the DIY shop. These are the ones I got in a recent haul, and it's a gold and white washi tape, but actually it's got lots of different patterns in, which I really like. So I use some of the stripe here, and I also use some of the chevron as well. Again, so this is, you know, these are just tiny little bits that, you know, in all honesty, I probably could have chucked away, but didn't. And I'm also cutting up different bits in here. So this was one of the Polaroid frames that came in a Scraptastic kit. I wanted to bring that wood grain up there though, so I've just cut that apart. And I think, you know, when you're trying to use scraps and stuff, it's you get much more sort of inventive about how you can layer pieces together. So I'm just taking that little bit and cutting it up and sort of adding it over 3 points. I decided to use this Love Scrabble tile, and that is from Grace Taylor, and it's an embellishment kit I got here in the UK, probably. So it's when I done a haul video from Hobbycraft, and I really loved them. So I decided that I'm going to put that as my title, because this is just a cup of coffee that I actually, it wasn't my cup of coffee, I brought it from my mum. We went and had a cup of coffee, and the guys, because I drink so much coffee, they know me quite well in this coffee shop, and you know, they added a nice little shape with the chocolate they sprinkled on top. So I decided that I wanted to use the word love there as well to sort of echo that heart. So here I am just using my pokey tool to take off the backing of the 3D foam. Again, I'm not taking them all off. I want it to be secured down, but not, you know, amazingly. As I said, they're not great 3D foam, so I know that there's, you know, lots of stability on this layout, so, you know, it doesn't matter too much. So I'm just pulling that washi tape out again, and using some of the other different patterns. So I'm just going through medium-sized bits here. And anything that's not going to work on this layout, I'm just putting back in my box. So I'm just looking at where I can add these different pieces. And I'm kind of trying to just balance that cluster out. Just trying to see what works. And again, some of these bits have been, in that box for quite a while. That's a little tag from the Close Knit collection. There's bits of Amy Tangerine. There's bits of Dear Lizzie. So this, remember, this is a nice wood grain bit. That is from the Close Knit collection. And then I've got like little cut apart bits, so that says the best. And again, it's just, I'm going to journal about, how I like coffee. But I like going to the coffee shop. My mum already done it several times actually, in January. So yeah, it's just going to just journal on there a bit. So I've added some 3D foam to this because it has got to go over several of the layers. And as I said, I just use my pokey tool to pick those backing off. I find it a lot easier that way, and especially with my fake nails, I can't really peel them off anyway. And then I'm just using a little bit of ATG there to stick that over the photo. So I did look at using these, which are from a Maggie Holmes collection, but I didn't actually have any words that went with this layout. I cut off this little piece, which is from a LA Studio border branding strip, which I used in the previous layout. And then these are speech bubbles from the Amy Tangerine cut and paste paper that I used on the gangster layout. And again, they're the right tone, so I'm just looking at adding those onto this layout. And again, the colours work really well, so I'm just layering those up. And as I said, I realised that I've got so many bits because I tend to go through sort of thick colour themes, with layouts. I went through like a coral stage, I went through a turquoise stage. So actually going through that box, I've probably got a whole other layout I can do like this, just with turquoise as the colour. So I'm just rechecking through here of what I can use. Seeing if there's anything else. I pull out this everyday routine because it was the right kind of colour, but it was just too big to use on this layout. It's probably going to be one that I'm going to use as maybe a subtitle on a page. I cut out that piece. I don't cut it very straight. It does annoy me a bit, but I decide to not fuss and just to get it stuck down. I pull out the sticker sheet, which I was determined to use, and again this is the Alison Creft Recorded Collection, so the same as what the background piece is. They've got these very weird sort of scallopy edge stickers, and I really wanted to use that, but I couldn't get it to work. So what I actually end up doing is just cutting the word happiness from it, and just making a little word sticker. And then just looking at other words that I'm getting. This one says simply enjoy, so I think I want to stick that on there somewhere. And then there's these circular elements, and as you know, I'm not a huge fan of circles, but I decided to try and include these on the layout. So I decided to just pull out some other sticker sheets here to see if I can find any more circular elements. I've had that crepe paper sheet of stickers forever, and I've been trying to use them up. So I pull the circular one out, again to cluster in there, and there's a little circular heart which I'm going to keep moving down around this layout for quite a while. I do contemplate putting a tag on there, but I'm just going to go through this collection, this lot of stickers, and just see how I can use them up. These are very old October afternoon stickers, and I used one of those at the bottom because I had that circle, and that again is a basic grey, stickers which I've been trying to use up forever. Because I have the gold frame, I decided I want to just bring some gold up into that top corner, so I pull out these Maggie Home stickers which I bought new and hadn't actually used, so I decided to try and put one of those on the layout. These are, I believe they are a crepe paper sticker, and I just look at adding that to that bottom cluster. I'm going to fuss there with that circle a little bit. But obviously I've got circles over the other side, I decided I really wanted to just pull that across, but I'm really happy with how that looks in the end. I've cut off that tiny bit of circle sticker, so just want to add that over to the other side, and in the end I'm really happy with how that looks. And just going through the rest of my stickers here and seeing if any of those will work. And then I'm just going to add some mist, and I think that's coming to the end of this layout. So thank you very much, Robin, for challenging me. It was a challenge, but hopefully you'll think I rose to that challenge, and you know, I really love this layout and how it looks. You'll see here I just found the transparency that I put over to the side, so I do pull that out and add that onto layout. Again, I thought I'd finish, but I thought no, rather than put it back in the box, let's pile it on this page. So that is what I did, and just added that in 2 places on the layout, which again was a rather great tip that I got from, you know, you YouTube guys. And I tried to put that dreaded Life print shop acetate, but it doesn't work, so I just chucked it in the back in there. So yeah, so I'm just going to finish popping up a few of these layers, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate all the lovely comments you've left on my videos recently, and you know, I find all you guys really inspiring. So you know, it's great watching these videos, and it's great when you know, communicate with you guys, and like Robin did here, like giving me ideas. So yeah, I really appreciate that. So I've just added some wood veneers onto this layout, and then I think it's done. I leave it. I walk away and I'm really happy with it. So thank you very much for this challenge, Robin, and thank you very much everyone for watching, and I'll be back again soon. So cheers, bye.